Hello my lovelies. It's been a few days. So I think what I'm gonna do, since I'm going out with Josiah tonight and we're gonna go watch a movie, get some dinner, just have like a little bit of a date night, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compile a list of things for us to go over so we can kind of fill you in on why we've been MIA for the past month and just give you a better understanding of like basically how we're doing right now. It has been a lazy day so far. Kylo was on the couch again, Ella was on the chair again, and Ash was passed out in his house. It's pretty typical for the days that I don't go into work, but yeah. Anyway, for now, I think I'm going to get dressed and just look a little bit more presentable, probably get some of the cleaning done, and then I'll compile a list and hopefully touch on a few things with you guys before Josiah gets home. And then when he does get home, whatever I go through, I'll kind of fill him in ahead of time so he knows where we're at and just things like that. But alright, check in a bit. Alright, so Josiah's still not home. I did get a few things done. Now, I did compose a little bit of a list to kind of explain to you why we've been gone. Well, back in December, we bought a new car for me because I was having a lot of issues with my current car, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere it completely died on me, and I still didn't have the new one roadworthy yet. So I was still trying to get everything situated for that. And just for a little bit of background, my new car is standard and I was trying to learn how to drive it. So yeah, that's a little bit of a learning curve. So yeah, I mean, that's what's been going on with that. That took up quite a bit of our time because I was trying to get the clutch replaced and the new one, and a couple other things went out on me before I was able to make it roadworthy. For the car that just went out on me though, there were a lot of other issues going on with it. It is an automatic and it shifts really hard. It grinds and it's just, it wasn't doing so well, and in cold weather I could have the pedal to the floor and it'd be going maybe 20 miles per hour. It was on its way out. It was on its last limb. So that was going, the transmission's going, the transfer case I believe was going on this one. What else was going on this one? I say this one because I've had two models of the same car. So I bought a 1999 Mercedes-Benz ML320. And for those of you that don't know, those are like an SUV. I have my other one out there. I can kind of show you my ML320 versus my new car. But I bought that one and that one had a lot of issues, so I sold that one for the current ML320 that I have, which is a 2000, so it's a year newer, and it's a different color. That's the only difference between my two of the same model cars. So yeah, that happened. So I kind of get confused as to like what was going out on which one, because there were so many issues with both of them and they both kind of crapped out on me. Anyway, we bought a new car. It is a 2003 Mini Cooper S. For those of you that don't know, it is a sports car. We did get a really good deal on it, and I do want to thank Josiah for doing all the research and everything for me, because we agreed when I was going to get a new car that I was going to downsize because it's not something that we need right now. We don't need a big car. It's just the two of us. I'm just trying to get to work and back and around town and things like that. We're not really looking for anything that I really need an SUV for, so we're just trying to save gas money, things like that, just to put toward the wedding to make it a little bit easier for us to pay everything off the way we really want to. So I told him I wanted a Mini Cooper. He did all the research and everything, and when I found a listing online, one of them didn't work out. And the first one we actually went to see, everything looked really good, and his dad came with us to look at it so he could drive it, make sure everything was stored away and that it was gonna be okay. And we did end up going with that one. So I'll include a picture of my ML320 and my Mini Cooper now, so you can kind of see just the difference between the two of them, the size difference and things like that. And Josiah has, I forget what model it is, but it's a hatchback Suzuki. It's a 2011, and that's the only car he's ever had, and it served him really well. So we were just trying to get me a car that was going to be as supportive to me as his is to him. We just kind of got lucky that I got my dream car out of it. We weren't expecting that. Anyway, another reason as to why we've been gone so long. For those of you that don't know, Josiah works, it's kind of hard to describe what he does, because a lot of what he does is he's under a contract saying that everything that he does is confidential. So I can't really tell you what he does because most of the time I don't really know. But basically, he works with scientists and they give him basically a long drawn out experiment to run. He runs the experiments and he translates the big long science words into layman's terms, writes out the results, gets all the data taken care of, all of that good stuff, translates it back for the scientists, and then that's what he presents to them. And it's different. He does different things, but I do know that the company he works for is working really closely with another company. I mean, I don't really know what he's doing, but it's been really hard on him, and he's just had to focus on that. So that's another reason why we've been gone. Also, Josiah's aunt is also getting married this year. So that's actually going on this weekend. I think it's tomorrow. So we cannot go. It's in Virginia. We took the time off we needed for our own wedding and our honeymoon, but because they threw theirs together a little bit more last minute than what we could, you know, just do, because we had our venue and our honeymoon booked for so long, we understood that we can't take any extra time off, and it just didn't work out, so we can't go there. But they have a live stream of it, so I'm sure we're going to watch that online. But yeah. Also, we've been trying to get vendors and everything situated for our wedding, photographer, videographer, all that good stuff. And we've been trying to get our honeymoon paid off as well. We're doing really well with it. We have everything set aside. It's just actually making the payments toward it, which won't be that hard, but we're hoping it will be done by this weekend and that we'll have everything stowed away. By the way, I'm sorry I keep looking down. I have a little list on my phone of things to touch on, so I understand what it is that needs to be done. that's everything that I can think of for right now. There are a few other things I want to touch on, but my battery is almost dead, so I'm gonna let you guys go and I'll talk back to you later. Alright, so I've had a chance to talk to Josiah, who will be coming back in the room any minute, and I filled him in on what I had filled you guys in about, and he told me to let you know that the type of Mini Cooper that we ended up getting, if you're familiar with the movie The Italian Job, it's the same make and model for that movie. However, the ones in the movie are modified. Mine is not modified like that. He just thought that that would be a good way for you guys to understand what it is that I get. So we'll put in one of the pictures over here for you of those cars so you can kind of see what that is. Is anything else?
No, that's pretty much explains all of it.
That's pretty much it. You can come sit with me a minute because I still have a couple of other things I want to touch on.
Sure.
Alright. So I know that I mentioned that we had a really cool vlog idea for within the next few vlogs, and it has officially been, this will be the second vlog since we've said that. And I just thought you guys should know we are still doing it. It's gonna be a fun one, I promise. So sorry for the delay on that. But we'll have that out, and I hate to sound like broken record, but within the next 2 vlogs.
Hopefully. I'm just kidding.
Also, when it comes to HelloFresh, Josiah wants to do one more video.
Yeah.
So we want to go through all of the recipes and then go through like good, bad, indifferent, other things. We've now had a chance to cook all but one of the recipes to like recook them and see how they turn out the second time. We'll give you our opinion on that. And we are also going to tell our opinions on whether the subscription service is worth it or not. Anything else?
Yeah, but pretty much that's just going to be a recap of everything. So you don't have to, well, you can go for each of the videos for the reaction of the day, but for our final reactions, that'll be the video for that.
Yeah. So those are the next 2 that we have coming up relatively soon. I think we've talked about how often we want to post these videos. We're aiming for once every week or every 2 weeks at least. We're going to try to keep with that schedule, so we apologize as we try to get a regular schedule going, but I do feel like this is going to be closer to our schedule. We're going to film toward the end of the week so I can get it edited and up during the weekend. Yeah, we're gonna try. Yeah. So hopefully we won't have any other issues where it's just like we're missing and no one knows what happened. So now that you guys are all filled in on why we were gone and you know what to expect for upcoming vlogs, I think we're just gonna include what we're doing tomorrow in this one, and then once we get a little bit more of what we're doing this week, we'll end it.
Yep.
What do you think? Yeah?
Yep, I think so.
Alright, so then we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. See you later.
Good morning. So we're actually going on the way to take care of Josiah's mom's dogs today. She's out of town with the wedding being today and everything. And after that, we're gonna go get my hair cut. I should probably do yours today too, huh? It's getting a little... It's getting to the point where I can actually like... Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. Anything you want to add?
Nope.
No? Alright. Well, yeah. It's gonna be a fun day.
Yep.
Alright, we'll check back in a bit. So a haircut haircut later.
Yep.
I like it. I didn't really do too much this time. I was kind of boring. But basically, I like buzz cut my own hair like the year before last. So last year it was kind of growing out, and then this is the first haircut I've had since September of 2018, to be honest.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, so I had dead ends and such. And apparently this side grows a little bit longer than this side and faster. So we just evened that up, and this is a little thinner on top than what it was. But for now, this is what it is.
Yep.
She straightened it. That's why my hair is not curly. My curls are natural, just so you're aware. I don't do that every day. That's annoying. Anyway. So yeah, that's that. Funny story about the wedding. His mom was basically, she was FaceTiming us. It wasn't really FaceTiming, but it was like Facebook Messenger video. She did that to the wedding so we could watch it. But of course we got sidetracked and I was cooking.
Yeah.
And the most interactive part of me trying to put everything together in one pot, because I had to like cook separately and then throw everything in the pot, but I had to like, you know, the stirring and the adding and the proportions and such. So I was a little distracted and I was trying to watch and cook, and it was interesting.
Yeah, to say the least.
I managed to watch the wedding with the vows and such. He saw the whole thing.
Because I was holding it, the phone.
He saw the whole thing. My attention was divided, so I got to see her walk out. I got to see the vow portion of it, and I kind of got to see like their unity ceremony. Yeah. Like after you're pronounced husband and wife, you do a little thing of like uniting yourself to one another, if I can speak. And yeah, and then the big kiss and everything, and I saw that too. But it was funny. So we did that, and I was trying to stir everything in the big pot as that it was all going on. So I'm like, tell me when they're doing their vows. Tell me when she's coming out.
Problem is we couldn't hear that well, so hopefully we'll watch. They'll probably have videos.
We couldn't hear because like I said, I was like
in the kitchen.
We were doing things. I had my onions sizzling and trying to cook those on the pot. So of course, the loudest part of what I had to do with cooking was during the wedding, so we couldn't hear. Yeah.
We muted our end so we wouldn't accidentally have all this.
Oh yeah, they didn't hear anything that was going on our end. So thank goodness. But it was beautiful from what we were able to see of it. And good news, the meal turned out great.
Yep. It was really good.
So I did my own version of the chicken cavatappi, whatever, HelloFresh thing. And like I said, we'll go more into that when we do that video. But yeah, it wound up being a lot bigger of a portion. But I tend to do that with pasta. I make
it's
like
not a bad thing, because it
huge
reheats
pasta
well,
portions.
So.
That's why I do it. I don't purposely like contain myself when it comes to pasta, because my mentality is it heats up well. It's dinner tonight. Because it's lunch today, it's dinner tonight, and it's probably going to be my breakfast tomorrow before I go to work. Yeah. So, you know, I get several meals out of it. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I think I'm good. So.
Yeah, we did the wedding. I haven't cut his hair yet. It's still, like, he's still a little shaggy.
No, don't pull it out.
Eventually I will have to cut your hair though.
Yep.
Alright. But yeah, I think that's about it for us. Yeah?
Yep.
Alright. Well, if you did have any more questions about why we were gone for so long or anything like that, please let us know in the comments below and we will try to answer those questions. Other than that, I think that's everything.
Yep, that's everything.
All right. And to our biggest fan, love you, Bug Bug.
Love you, Bug Bug.